First and foremost, let's develop our script on how to introduce ourselves in Tagalog. Which, of course, it's tricky to share personal information, right? But it's all right if you're comfortable using your name and other stuff. That's all right. But if you feel like you have to keep something in secret, that's also all right. But you can change other information, and also like you can tweak it a little bit, uh, just to study Tagalog or practice Tagalog. It is nice that we have script how to introduce ourselves. In Tagalog, paano tayo magpapakilala ng ating sarili. Okay. And okay, here we are. So of course, we want to say something about our pangalan. Pangalan. And also, what else are good information? Tirahan. And also, tirahan. Maybe you can share something about your uh, edad or age or something like that. It's all right not to say it. And something like trabajo. And what else? Trabajo. And whether may asawa o wala. May asawa or walang asawa. Something like that. What else? The last question that I would like to ask, bakit ka nag-aaral ng Tagalog? Okay. I hope that this work. I hope that this will work. And also, I would like to assess your level in Tagalog, and especially that Kerry is new in the group. I like to understand what really how much is your vocabulary. You seem to be uh,
Hindi ko
trying
alam.
and
Um,
speaking.
dahil I've studied for a long time, but I stopped for maybe 8 or 9 months, and I'm old, so I don't know. I think a lot of it will come back.
Uh,
So I have a lot. I might not sound as though I know as much as I do initially, but I have studied quite a lot.
no, I get that. Okay. So now, with whatever is on my board, Carrie and Nayuta, tell me which of these things are so familiar to you. Pangalan, is that
Thanks.
okay?
Opo. So pangalan ako si Kerry.
Oh, oh. And then,
Uh, uh, um, let's see. Nag Providence, Rhode Island.
okay.
Katira, Providence, Rhode Island. Ako in USA. Um, or mula sa Boston. So I live in Rhode Island, but I'm from Boston, Massachusetts,
Okay. So in
east
other
coast of
words,
the USA.
Carrie, all of these words, pangalan, you know that it's named, then
Yeah,
tirahan means address.
live. Okay, yeah,
Address, tirahan,
yeah,
address. Or where you live, right?
right.
Edad
And that
means,
is age.
oo,
Age.
trabaho,
Trabajo's work.
oo, may asawa,
Ayasawa, do you have a spouse or
o
do you not have a spouse?
oo. And the
And
question?
why are you studying Tagalog?
Okay, good, excellent. Nayuta, same thing, you agree? Oo, oo, okay. Now, since like I think Nayuta has experience introducing herself in Tagalog, I would ask Nayuta to go first. Introduce yourself in Tagalog based on the script that I suggested on the board.
Ako
Oh, I'm
o
sorry.
should I
Excuse
use?
me, Carrie. I'd like to go. I would like to choose Nayuta first.
Oh, mabuti.
I will call you later.
Sige
Or
po.
if you wish, I'm going to do myself first because I should be the model.
Ah,
I should do it first.
Ah,
Okay, listen. This is how I would like to
ganda.
introduce myself in Tagalog, like based on the script that I suggested for you. Ako si Albay. Nakatira ako dito sa Ohio, malapit sa Dayton. And then, at saka ang edad ko, ano, lampas ng 50 taon. 50 taon at 5 ang aking edad. Ah, ang trabaho ko, ganito lang, nagtuturo ng Tagalog at saka tinutulungan ko ang asawa ko sa kanyang small business. Meron siyang lamp shop dito sa, bayan namin. Siyempre may asawa at ang asawa ko ay isang Amerikano. Ah, hindi ako nag-aaral ng Tagalog, pero nagtuturo ako ng Tagalog sa inyo. Okay, did you get my introduction?
Some of it, some of it. I didn't know. I know that you said your age, but I didn't know the number. Something Lima. There was Lima in it. And I
That's
think you said that you have a husband. That your husband's American.
oo, oo.
And you're a teacher, or basically you teach Tagalog. Is that
Oh,
what you said?
okay. We will go to numbers later. Okay, that's all right. It doesn't matter. My age doesn't matter.
Right,
In
right.
English, it means 55. I'm now 55 years old. That's what I mean.
So, are you? Do you live in the Philippines?
I'm sorry?
Do you live in the Philippines now?
No, in Ohio, America.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, where in Ohio?
Here, malapit sa Dayton. This is
Oh,
Troy.
Dayton. Okay, yeah, I know where
Yeah.
that is. I've been to Dayton.
Mm-mm. Mm.
Nice.
Okay. That's good. We have the same time zone, Carrie.
Oh, Opo.
Okay.
So I said magandang gabi because I thought maybe you were in the Philippines, so it'd
No,
be nighttime.
hindi.
Okay.
Andito ako sa Amerika. Medyo malamig dito kaya meron ako. Meron akong vest. Okay. Okay.
Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga, tama.
Oh, maganda tanghali?
Puwede. Magandang tanghali. Later we will help you. I will help you, or we will practice how to say tanghali, umaga, gabi. Now, let's proceed according to how I want to structure our meeting today. And Nayuta, it's your turn. Can you please introduce yourself here in Tagalog, like the way I did?
Kumusta po? Ako po si Nayuta. At taga-Hapon ako. Pero nakatira ako sa Switzerland ngayon, sa Europa. Guro ako. Nagtuturo ako ng wikang Hapon at Aleman. May asawa ko at nag-aral ako ng Tagalog dahil may kaibigan, may mga kaibigan sa Pilipinas.
Yes, excellent.
Tapos ako.
Excellent,
Salamat
Nayuta.
po.
I know you really tried your best to introduce yourself in Tagalog, and it seems that you want more practice so that it will appear like natural, and it will appear like lesser effort for you, right? That is my goal for you. Like, you would like to introduce yourself with less effort, as if that you are not thinking about it anymore. Okay.
Opo.
Now, Carrie, did you understand what Nayuta said?
Little, forgetting what a little is. Darn it. My bit, I don't know. A little, I understood a little. And she's living in Switzerland, which sounds very exciting to me. Especially there's so many languages there. Oh my goodness. You take on Tagalog, you have Italian and German, English and French, and so yeah. And I think she said something. She has some kind of connection to the Philippines. Maybe a family member or something is Filipino.
She said meron siyang kaibigan, means of friend or friends in the Philippines.
Friends in the Philippines. Yeah.
And did you hear that Nayuta is also a teacher, a language teacher?
Oh.
She teaches.
Yeah.
She teaches German and Japanese. Do you teach Japan? Yeah, teaches Japanese and German.
Well, I'll do my best to keep up with you guys.
Oo. Nayuta, nagtuturo ako ng wikang Aleman at Nihongo. Is it right? Nihongo? Nayuta, please say it again so it comes natural to you.
Nagtuturo ako ng wikang Aleman at Nihongo. Wikang Hapon.
You own that. That is your part of your script, Nayuta. Nagtuturo ako. Interesting. Oh, now it's your turn, Kerry. Can you please try, based on this structure, introduce yourself in Tagalog?
Okay, Paul. Let's see. Little nervous, but okay. Ako si Kerry. Kerry. Or pangalan ko. I Kerry. Or pangalan ko Kerry. Nakatira ako sa Providence, Rhode Island. Pero tag Boston, Massachusetts. Taon ako 67. Trabajo ko I web developer, website development. Let's see. My asawa ako at nag-aaral ako ng Tagalog dahil anak na babae ko ay Pilipinas at fluent Tagalog. So that's why. Talk to my daughter.
Yay!
Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat is a good gesture to end what you want to say. Now I understood what you said, Kerry, and let me help you how to write or to deliver your script in Tagalog and make it as natural as possible, right? Okay. And the way I would like to suggest this for Kerry, Nayuta, and you can adjust according to how you want to say it for yourself, right? And so here we are, and let me put it here. Okay, Kerry, then when you want to say something about yourself, because this it's just that, this is the moment, it's your turn to introduce yourself, and so it's given that the audience will be waiting for some information about you. So the best to me, my suggestion is you can say it something as quick as ako si Kerry. You don't need to say Kerry ang pangalan ko. You can just say ako si Kerry, or in English you say I'm Kerry. Is that good? And then I would say ako si Albine, ako si Nayuta if you are Nayuta. Okay, and also like, of course, also Filipinos also, and for those young people who may be watching this recorded video, younger people, I would suggest you say ako po si, and then fill in the blank your name. How is that? And let me hear something from both of you.
Ako si Kerry. Ako po si Kerry.
Okay, and then no objection or something, no question or no modification about this structure?
Hindi po.
Wala. Wala is a good
I
answer here.
started with Ako si Kerry, and then I tried to do it with the pangalan.
Oo.
I couldn't remember.
Okay. So, this is also my observation for people who are new in Tagalog. You are confused between wala and hindi. So, as we progress, I would like to help you how to use this wala and hindi. Ako po si Kerry. Anyway, if you want to answer, to say it in a complete sentence, you would say something. I would say, Kerry ang pangalan ko. No, because I would like to say again, the other structure, usually if you are new in Tagalog, you would say, ang pangalan ko ay Kerry. To me, this is a bookish kind of
Right.
statement. So if you want to avoid being bookish, Kerry ang pangalan ko. How is that? Okay. And then don't get me wrong, this is also all right. But if you are practicing like how to compose a statement, a sentence, this is all right. But this is not natural for Filipino sentences, especially when you use I. When you use I. So you can just rearrange it. Kerry ang pangalan ko. Good. Okay, and then let's talk about your tirahan. Tirahan means address. How do we want to say tirahan? Here we go. Of course, tirahan is noun. We want to convert it into a verb. Or sometimes verb, and I would always tell my student, there's really a thin line between verb and adjective in Tagalog. And sometimes verb adjective can be like a noun also. I don't know, Nayuta, you are also a language teacher. Maybe we will have a kind of analysis and what is our point of view on our language structure or grammar. And I would say, nakatira ako sa. Okay, yes, simple as your town. What is your town? Rhode Island. Is that right? Is what I hear, I remember.
Yeah, it's well, that's the state. You know, there's 50 states. Nakatira ko sa Rhode Island. It's the city is Cranston, so it's Nakatira ko sa Cranston, Rhode Island.
Please spell it for me. I'm sorry about that.
Sure.
Cran.
Cranston.
Okay. Nakatira ako sa Cranston. I would say RI, Rhode Island.
Opo.
Yay!
And Rhode Island is not an island.
Oh, I get that. Nayuta.
But anyway, that's what it's called.
It's adjacent to a main island. It's within the main island.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right.
I would like to see that part of the country, Kerry.
Oh, it's really nice. I love New England. We were just up in Maine, up in north of Rhode Island. It's beautiful. Maine is so nice. It's on the coast too.
Nayuta, did you ever have an experience, or have you traveled here in the U.S.?
Oh, in the Philippines?
No, I'm asking Nayuta if she has been. She has visited the U.S. at one point.
Hindi pa po.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, nakatira ako sa Cranston, Rhode Island. Right, Rhode Island. Nayuta, how would you like to get your nakatira ako sa blank here? What is a good way for you to say?
Nakatira ako sa Croix, Switzerland.
Please spell it for me.
C-R-O-Y.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the first letter.
Sorry, yeah, C-R-O-Y.
C-R-O-Y. Oh, okay. And then, what is abbreviation for Switzerland? I don't know.
CH, in fact. Yeah, but it's like it is Confederatio Helvetica, so it is CH.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, something like that. Oh, okay.
Opo.
Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, that is how we would like to say where you from or where is your current residence? Nakatira ako. But also we would like to say where was our country of origin or town of origin, your birthplace? I think the way we want to say that is ipinanganak ako. Oh no, birth of origin. Mula. Oh, maybe.
I learned Taga. Taga.
Yeah, Taga. But Taga also is the same as saying nakatira.
Nakatira, okay.
So, maybe I would say, like myself, I would say something like this. Ang totoong bayan ko ay Marinduque sa Pilipinas. Which I would like to say that my hometown is Marinduque, Philippines. Carry because
Nasa Luzon?
South of Luzon, an island. Have you heard of Mindoro? So our small island is east of Mindoro. And I would like to call.
I'm not sure about Mindoro. I'm not sure about. I was thinking of Mindanao. I'm not sure if I know Mindoro.
Mindoro is also. You want to show up here? We show up. Here's my husband. I would like. Here's my husband. Here's Bruce.
Hey guys.
Bruce.
Here's Bruce. Here's Carrie from Rhode Island, and here's Nayuta from
Rhode Island, beautiful state. Where is she from?
From Japan.
From Japan. Yeah. Just been to the airport. I'll see you, baby.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day. See you later. Yeah, that's my husband, and thank you. And here, where are we now? This one. So I think this is what I would like to mention. My hometown. Ang totoong bayan ko ay Marinduque sa Pilipinas. That means my hometown ay Marinduque sa Pilipinas. I don't know because in America, Carrie, I don't know if there is really a good connection like your family. That's where you consider your hometown. Where your family is from or where your birthplace is, and that's what you consider hometown. I don't know if the same thing among Filipinos, how you say it as an American.
I think that works. That works for me. I would say so. What I was trying to say in English was I live in Rhode Island now, but I'm really from Boston.
Okay.
Originally from Boston. I lived most of my life in Boston until I was like.
Okay. Another way to say it. There's another way to say it. You can just choose. Dati akong nakatira sa Boston.
So previously I lived in Boston.
I would say like before before moving in the US, I would say dati akong nakatira sa Cavite. Cavite. Anyone?
Oh, Cavite.
Opo, Cavite. Do you know where Cavite is?
Opo. Nasa Luzon, in the south. right?
Opo.
Kind
South
Yeah.
of Manila. South of Manila. It's
of
Cavite.
Cavitano?
Caviteño are the people in Cavite.
Caviteño.
Nayuta, do you know?
Anak anak na babae ko nakatira sa Cavite.
Okay. That is a good information. A good sentence to say. Ang anak kong babae. Ang anak kong babae ay nakatira sa Cavite. Say that please. Kerry, ang anak kong babae.
Ang anak kong babae ay nakatira sa Cavite.
Oo, it means your daughter is living or residing in Cavite.
Oh, she was. She's not there now.
Okay. Ay dati.
Dati.
Dating nakatira sa Cavite. Okay. Let me ask Nayuta for a chance for you to say something, especially if you have a friend in the Philippines. Can you mention, for example, fill in the blank, ang kaibigan ko ay nakatira sa blank. Can you say that? You're mute. No sound.
Ang kaibigan ko ay nakatira sa Cebu.
It's a good sentence, Nayuta. Ang kaibigan ko ay nakatira sa Cebu. Okay. And another option to say it, Nayuta, more natural. We can say, may kaibigan ako sa Cebu. How is that? Say it please. May kaibigan ako sa Cebu.
May kaibigan ako sa Cebu.
Kerry, what is your reaction about these various sentences that I am suggesting to both of you?
Mabuti.
And like, are you not? Don't you have any notebook? You don't want to write down some phrases and something?
I thought I would do print screen.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah, that's how we are with technology, right?
Right.
Okay, but especially to younger people, I always suggest them to practice writing. Because younger people are not anymore writing these days. I say, practice writing. Have your notebook, pen, and paper. We are old school here in language learning.
Yeah.
But yes,
I could do that though. I read somewhere that. Oops. Sorry about this. I'm trying to do this. Okay. I heard that writing it down actually helps memorize. It's very right to write it down.
To me, yeah, right? And it helps your brain like active and vocabulary retention. Tama ba, Nayuta? Is that vocabulary? By writing, we help our brain like absorb the new word, most especially. Right. Okay. Now, and also because technology Kerry, and with this platform, you are aware that you can easily take a screenshot, right? There's one small button here with the left.
Yeah, that's what I just. Left. Yeah, I did. That's what I planned on doing, was just taking a screenshot and then typing it in later.
Yeah, that's all right. And Nayuta, you're also good with technology, aren't you? Sige. Sige. Now, more on structure of our self-introduction and saying information, right? Because we are practicing a new language, it's nice that we have some information to share with our friends or bagong kaibigan. Nakatira is good. How about, let's talk about edad. Is that good? Or let's skip. Let's skip skip the information. I would just have my own sentence about myself. Ako ay 55 taong gulang na. 55 taong gulang na. So I just wrote my age in symbol, but if you want to say that in English, ako ay 55 taong gulang na. Okay. So here, it's up to you because Kerry and Nayuta, it's like numbers in Tagalog are tricky. There are lots of syllables to say. And you also notice that Filipinos don't say Tagalog numbers anymore.
Right.
You would say, ako ay 55 years old na, but I was... to me, while we are practicing Tagalog, let's avoid Taglish. We will avoid Taglish. Ako ay 55 taong gulang na. And Kerry, are you familiar with the use of
Ligatures?
no.
Oh, so the real word is tao,
Oh.
but you do the ligature, the linkage is the ng.
Na. It used to be, it should be na, and then you have to apply suffix ng instead of saying na. Actually, the word here is taon, not tao. Taon. Taon means year. Taon. Nayuta, you're okay with ligatures also. When you say na, sometimes we omit or we skip the word na. Instead, we apply suffix ng. Okay, let's move on. Next, may asawa. How would you like to say may asawa? Is as simple as may asawa. Is that good? Walang asawa. May asawa? Walang asawa. Bakit ka nag-aaral ng Tagalog? I would like to, if I remember Nayuta's response here, nag-aaral ako ng Tagalog kasi may kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas. Okay. How is that? Nayuta, did you get that?
Opo.
Please.
Nag-aaral ako ng Tagalog kasi may kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
Nayuta, about your friend, are those plural or singular?
May magkakaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
Repeat after me. Mga. Will you practice your sound? Nga. Maybe. Open your mouth and then avoid touching the roof of your mouth. Can you say ang?
Ang?
Yeah, and then repeat it. Ang.
Mga.
Say it again. Good. You're doing
Mga. May mga
kaibigan ako.
May mga kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
Make it just like, don't overthink and don't be so overconscious. Like, mga. Relax. May mga kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
May mga kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
One more thing, Nayuta, no glottal stop with mga. Just relax. Mga. May mga. May relax. No glottal stop. Walang glottal stop. May mga kaibigan ako.
May mga kaibigan may mga kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
Yeah, you're getting there. Almost perfect, Nayuta, but there's room for
May
you.
mga kaibigan ako.
So, good. I'm not making it. I'm not. I wish that I'm not. Sana hindi kita pinapahirapan in Tagalog. Sana hindi kita pinapahirapan. I hope that I'm not doing you a hard time. This is in English. I don't know. Carrie, do you have trouble with the word mga?
Opo, mga.
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 Please, can you read? Please read what we have here on the board.
Nag-aaral ako ng Tagalog kasi may mga kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
Oo, tama, mga. You can just make it like more relaxed and more natural. Mga.
Mga.
Ang. That's difficult for foreign.
MGA, right? MGA.
Yeah, you do it better. Yeah. But you can make it more natural. Mga. As if you're not thinking about it anymore. Mga kaibigan.
Mga kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
Oo, may mga kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas. Okay. Ayos. Next. Give me your sentence, Kerry, please. Bakit ka nag-aaral ng Tagalog?
Opo. Nag-aaral ako ng Tagalog kasi may anak na babae nag-Pilipinas at sabi Tagalog.
Okay, I think I know what you mean. Okay. So in English, I think you
Ang sabi Tagalog siya.
Sabi Tagalog siya. Okay. I think what you mean is that you have a daughter in the Philippines and she speaks Tagalog.
Opo, but she's in New York now.
Oh.
She's out of the Philippines now, but she does speak Tagalog.
Oh, okay.
So she lives in the U.S.
Okay. And your daughter is an American, is not a Filipino. I'm sorry for asking.
She's an immigrant. But she was born in the Philippines.
I get that. Right. And now, so kasi may anak na babae ako. Nag-Pilipinas, it means dati, before. She's
right.
Na nagmula, I would say. May anak na babae ako na nagmula from, right? Nagmula sa Pilipinas.
Opo.
At nagsasalita siya ng Tagalog.
Ute.
Nagsasalita. I like to spell siya in a proper spelling. Even if Filipinos say siya. You're aware of it, Nayuta, aren't you? Sometimes people write SYA, but I would like to say I would like to write the pronuncia as Kerry, may anak na babae ako na nagmula from the Philippines at nagsasalita, speaking siya ng Tagalog. Is that correct?
Oh.
Say it, please.
Okay. May anak na babae ako na nagmula sa Pilipinas at nagsasalita siya ng Tagalog.
Oh, can you say it without reading?
I don't know.
Okay, read it.
Okay, wait. Maanak na babae ako. No, I can't. Nagmula sa Pilipinas at nagsasalita siya ng Tagalog.
Oh.
I need a little practice to get it without looking.
That's all right.
But Salita, I know that's the present tense for speaks.
Nagsasalita is speaking. Nagsasalita siya ng Tagalog. Nayuta, please read this line. And then while Nayuta is reading, Carrie is listening to you.
May anak na babae ako na nagmula sa Pilipinas at nagsasalita siya ng Tagalog.
That's a good practice. Carrie, say it again.
May anak na babae ako na nagmula sa Pilipinas at nagsasalita siya ng Tagalog.
Yay! Can you try, Carrie? Nag-aaral, first line. First line, please. Nag-aaral ako ng
Tagalog kasi may mga kaibigan ako sa Pilipinas.
And I would like to erase the second line because I don't want you make it a habit.
Sabi.
Yeah, this. Okay. Any question? And we've come to, I think we have covered our script in Tagalog. So remember, these are the information that we would like to share. Right? Pangalan, tirahan, edad, or ilang taon ka na. Edad is the same thing as ilang taon ka na. How old are you? Is how would you like to ask it? How old are you? Ilang taon ka na? But of course, I have a one-on-one coaching. It's always about all other days. It should be assigned for my one-on-one coaching.
How much is it for the one-on-one?
It's on my website. I will send you the link from my website.
Okay.
And like I work like what's this? I work most specific. Especially, I work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Only 3 days a week.
Okay.
Tuesday is our family time and chores. And so I'll send you the link if you are interested.